Okay, good afternoon, Cuxton, and welcome to this week's Celebration Assembly. I hope you had a wonderful bank holiday weekend. Wasn't it nice having that extra day off? It made all the difference, although the weather was a little bit grotty, wasn't it? And it's so windy today. So, yeah, we've got lots to get on with today, lots to share with you, and an awful lot of certificates to give out. So, let's make a start. And we'll start in the early years, like we always do. And the first certificate goes to Harry S. For your excellent bird fact book using adventurous vocabulary. So well done to Harry. A huge well done to Lily for your resilience in reading and writing, even when you find it tricky. Well done to Lily. Keep it up. And a certificate here for Demi, an excellent free painting of a very hungry caterpillar. I'd love to see that painting, Demi. And well done to Harry SH for excellent discussions relating to our topic in the garden. Well done to Harry. Let's give the whole of the early years a big round of applause. Well done, children. Now in year one, we have a certificate here for Grace for being really kind and caring towards her friend who had hurt herself. So Grace clearly demonstrating the community spirit, one of our values, community. Well done. Well done to Isla BU for her thoughtful own 10 commandments. Well done, Isla. Huge congratulations. A certificate here for Leo P for trying marmalade for the first time. So I think that's the adventure value, Leo, doing something that's out of your comfort zone. And a certificate here for Remy C for being resilient to try new things. So again, one of our new school values. Let's give year one a huge round of applause. Well done, year one. Off to year two. So big well done to Sophia for excellence in computing, making a stop motion animation. And I saw what some of the year twos were up to last week, and it was quite phenomenal. So much better on IT than I am. And a big well done to Molly for resilience shown when writing a super description of Mini Beast using alliteration. So clearly trying your best, Molly. Well done. And a big congratulations to Toby for consistently modelling our expectations, our high expectations of all the children at Cuxton. We need role models like you, Toby. And a certificate here for Carly for fantastic work on her number bonds. So clearly demonstrating excellence. Well done, Carly. Let's give year two a huge round of applause. Well done, year two. Now off to year three. So we have a certificate here for somebody who's showing the community value, to Charlotte for helping look after our school environment. And I saw Charlotte last week outside her classrooms helping tidy up some of the leaves. So thank you, Charlotte, for all your hard work. And again, the same for Hannah, who has also demonstrated the community value for helping look after our classroom environment and sanitising the class after break. Thank you, Hannah. Very, very impressed, children. And off to the other class in year three, we have a child who's shown resilience. So well done to Olivia D for keeping going in maths through sometimes, sorry, let me get my words out. For keeping going in maths, though, not through, though sometimes she finds concepts difficult. Well done, Olivia. It sounds like you've been incredibly resilient in your maths lessons. And Javier has been demonstrating the community value for caring about all others in year three. What a kind and considerate child Javier is. Let's give year threes a huge round of applause. Well done, year three. Off to year four. So we have a certificate here for Jack for demonstrating excellent work independently, particularly in English. Keep it up, Jack. She's very proud of you. Well done to Louis for his outstanding efforts to participate in every lesson. And I witnessed that this morning, Louis, in your English lesson when I was watching. Your class's wonderful learning. We have a certificate here for Vinny for focused learning and striving for excellence during Money Week. Well done to Vinny. And then we have a certificate here for Alyssa for challenging herself in Money Week. So clearly being resilient, Alyssa. A huge well done. Let's give Year 4 a round of applause. Okay, off to Year 5. We have Gwen, who's showing excellence in her Forbidden Forest description, always trying to improve. That's what we want to hear, Gwen. And we have a certificate for Fermi for his bravery to perform in music lessons and demonstrating the adventure value. Well done, Fermi. A certificate for Tammy for showing excellence during her maths challenges. Congratulations, Tammy. And Alfie G for showing a great sense of adventure when discussing and planning the class assembly. I walked in the other day when Chestnut class was starting to talk about what could be included in their class assembly, and they were so excited and clearly leading their own learning. And well done, Alfie, you were at the centre of that. Let's give Year 5 a big round of applause. Well done, Year 5. Okay, off to Year 6. So we have a certificate for Hannah F for showing amazing community spirit in Forest School. Oh, I'd love to hear what you've been up to, Hannah. Well done. Ruby for showing amazing community spirit also in Forest School. Sounds like White Bean class had a wonderful afternoon in their Forest School sessions. Well done to Scarlett C for demonstrating resilience in solving algebraic equations. Oh, Scarlett, that sounds like my sort of maths. So well done. I'd love to see your work, Scarlett, to see how you've been challenged in your maths, because algebra is an interesting concept. And well done to Frank S for demonstrating excellence in his use of higher level punctuation. Keep it up, Frank. Let's give Year 6 a big clap. Well done, Year 6. Okay, now last week we introduced Tom's certificates and we thought it was a lovely idea, so we wanted to continue it. And Tom teaches various classes across the school, and so it's really important that Tom has the opportunity to tell us what wonderful learning has been going on in his PE lessons. So Tom has recognised Finley J in beach class for patiently guiding his team with clear communication and demonstration in our gymnastics lessons. Well done, Finley. What a wonderful achievement. And we have another certificate for beach class for PE for Sophia H for demonstrating leadership qualities in her group during our PE lesson. Congratulations, Sophia. Well done. Let's give the two children that Tom chose, Sophia and Finley, a round of applause as well. Okay, we're off to the Tidiest Classroom Awards. So we need to do a drum roll. The Tidiest Classroom in the infant school this week goes to, drum roll, stop, Ash class. Well done, Ash class. Mrs. Martineau and Mrs. Chapman said how beautifully presented your classroom was last week and how tidy it was as well. So keep it up. And the tidiest classrooms in the junior school are, drum roll, stop, Maple and Holly class. And I know Mrs. Humphrey and Mrs. Hackett was so impressed with Year 4 last week. So well done. Okay. This week, attendance certificates. I'm also going to share with you some exciting news, something new we are going to introduce with regards to attendance initiatives. So we have initiatives in schools such as tag days for those children that achieve 100% attendance across a term. We also have our attendance certificates. But what we're also going to introduce is if ever a class achieves 100% attendance across a week, they are going to get a reward. And you are going to be given 3 special golden envelopes. So I'm going to show you them now. And if a class achieves 100%, they will get to choose a golden envelope. And within the golden envelopes, there are 3 rewards. So let me show you what they are. Congratulations, 15 minutes extra playtime that can be taken that particular week. So I always announce it at the start of the week. So the 15 minutes playtime needs to be taken at some point that week to celebrate. The other award is 15 minutes of computer time. So it could be in the computing suite or it could be on the iPad. But again, it's free choice as to what you want to do on the computer. I know lots of you would probably choose Numbots and Times Table Rockstars. And the last reward is 15-minute game time. So we have some nice games in our wet play boxes and so on, board games that could be played. So if a class achieves 100% attendance, at some point the next day, I will go along with my 3 special envelopes and you will choose which award you are going to have that week. And they will be mixed up each time. So there's an envelope 1, envelope 2, and envelope 3. But we'll make sure it's all randomly chosen. So let's see if any classes this week achieve 100% attendance. So the best attendance in the infant school with 98.5%. So just a little bit down this week, infant school children. Drum roll. Stop. Birch class. Well done to Birch class. And I can hear them shouting down the corridor. And our first class to achieve one of our special 100% awards, because their class achieved 100% attendance last week, goes to, drum roll, in the junior school, stop, Cherry class. Well done, Cherry. So what I will do is I will bring up the special envelopes to your class teacher so that you can choose your extra reward this week. So nice new initiative that I wanted to share with you. Now, the Golden Book. I am so sorry, children. I totally forgot to read out the names last week. I was in a meeting just before Celebration Assembly, so Mr. Bilton came and grabbed the special Golden Book, and then I forgot to get it off of him. And it wasn't until I had a group of children at my door at 3 o'clock who said, Mrs. Aldenbury, you forgot to read us out. And then it dawned on me that I'd forgotten the Golden Book. So you're going to have to bear with me, children. I have got a lot of children to read out from the last 2 weeks. So, are you ready? So we've got Seb C and Maisie E for sensational extended writing about the dinosaurs. We've got Olivia K for excellent writing about the anniversary of lockdown. We've got Bluey. I've read these ones. Hang on, let me go to the right week, children. The 19th, there we go. So let's start again. We've got Freya, Freya J for demonstrating excellence in her writing. We've got Jessica T for showing the community value in PE. She was so kind and considerate. And I actually watched that lesson and participated in that lesson. And I said, Jess, you've got to come down to my office and I'm going to put you in the Golden Book. She was so kind and considerate. Well done to Lily D. You worked hard to write what might be found at the top of the beanstalk. Having a good week, Lily. Well done to Lily P, Jack T and Zia E for producing brilliant maths work about decimals. Alex R and Oscar B for amazing counting forwards and backwards in tens. To Ned O for an amazing character description of a Viking. To Amir I, Harley M, Leo P, Joey D and Ted F for all getting amazing scores on their spelling test. Keep it up, boys. Well done to Miley F for super letter writing to Paddington. Great effort. Well done to Soam J for doing amazing counting down to 0. Big well done to Oscar R, who's used great imaginative language to describe a Stone Age man. Sebastian RC for creating an amazing junk modelling fish tank, very realistic. And I saw the fish tank last week and it was wonderful. Well done to Stephen M for some of the most amazing descriptive writing I've seen in a long time. Super impressed. And Mr. Bilton's even underlined the word super. He was that impressed. Well done to Fermi, who's also having a very good week, for making real effort with his handwriting. And Tyler B, Lancelin M and Midi YS for super descriptive writing based on Harry Potter. Great figurative language used. Wow, so many children in the Golden Book this week. So well done, Cuxton. And I know some of them from the previous week as well, but really, really impressed, children. And what was lovely is to hear you being in the Golden Book for a variety of different reasons. So well done. I also wanted to share with you some news around our handwriting pens, our pen licenses. And I imagine, children, you went home and told your parents all about our new exciting pen licenses. And Miss Taylor came and saw me earlier and said, Mrs. Aldenbury, please Can you give a big shout out to Mia in Beach, who was awarded her pen licence this morning and was the first child in year 2 to do so. So I am absolutely astounded, Mia, that a child in year 2 has achieved their pen licence. I know when Mr. Brett introduced it, we thought predominantly it would be a Key Stage 2 thing. So I know lots of children in Key Stage 2 are working so hard to achieve their pen licence, but the fact a year 2 child has achieved it today, I just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention because it's a wonderful achievement. So well done to Mia. Let's give Mia a big round of applause. Now, I also wanted to reflect on our new school values. So remember, Cuxton cares because we do care. We demonstrate the community value, the adventure value, resilience and excellence. And what's been so pleasing to see is since we've introduced our values badges on our classroom doors, so many classes have been demonstrating the values. And what was also really pleasing to see last week is some children were identifying teachers or teaching assistants or midday meal supervisors that have demonstrated the values as well. And there's a display on the staff room door to show which members of staff have achieved the values themselves. So I wanted to recognise a couple of classes and a particular member of staff who I feel is showing value. So last week when I did my daily walk around, I went into Holly class and they were demonstrating excellence. The quality of their maths work being produced was outstanding. All the children in the class were engaged. They were working so well with their peers to answer some really challenging questions. So well done, Holly class. I wrote my initials on your display. I also wanted to recognise Olive class. Again, some really challenging maths problems going on in their classroom, and I saw children in that classroom be resilient and they persevered and tried really, really hard with those challenging maths problems. And again, I wrote my initials on the display to recognise the fact that Olive was showing resilience. So well done. And I also wanted to mention a member of staff that I saw last week demonstrating a value. Mrs. Emsley, and she'll be a little bit embarrassed that I've mentioned this in front of the whole school and so on, but last week I heard her asking to tuck a child to tuck their t-shirt in, because as we know, it's really important that we're represented and we look smart and ready to learn. And well presented, sorry, not represented. And Mrs. Emsley last week was demonstrating excellence because she asked this particular pupil to tuck their t-shirt in, and I didn't prompt her to do that. She did that herself. And actually, as a head teacher, I want all my staff to be giving out the same message that I'm giving out, and Mr. Bilton's giving out, and Mrs. Smith's giving out as assistant head and so on. So it's really pleasing to hear Mrs. Emsley demonstrating excellence. And I then went and got the child and asked them to come down to the staff room, and they wrote their name, their initials on our staff room board to demonstrate that Mrs. Emsley had been showing excellence. So thank you, Mrs. Emsley. And I know a couple of other members of staff were recognised on the staff room door too. Okay, last couple of things to read out today. We've got a few bronze certificates. So well done to Demi in Birch class, Seren in Birch class, and Toby also in Birch class. So achieved 100 zeros. So let's give those children a big round of applause. And finally, it's been an action-packed assembly today, children. I have lots of children this week that have achieved 100 reads. My tree is becoming rather full. So we have Sunny, well done, Owen, Isabel, Amelia B. Try and pick this one up with my fingernails. Poppy J. Eliza and Bella W. So well done to all of those children. Your names are going to be placed on my reading tree, and what I'm going to have to do is take a photo of it to show you, because lots of you are not getting to see my tree, and it's really pleasing to see how many children have read 100 reads this academic year. So have a wonderful week, children. It's a short week this week, so we've got lots to cram in, and you may see lots of the senior leadership team this week, so Mr. Bilton, myself, Mrs. Smith, Mr. Worsfold, Miss Taylor and so on, coming to watch your wonderful learning. So we want to see what's going on in your classroom. So please do say hello when we pop in, and also tell us what you're learning and what you're up to. So I will see you soon, Caxton. Bye.